Billy Mares lining up in behind that Metro Home Building Center starting gate for tonight's 10th race. Back over to Vance Cameron for the call.
Little Miss Ava, Pacific Delight, Catch a Few Rays, Bet the Tide, Hamac River Cruiser, Maggie's Delight, She's in the Moment, Plain Jane on the outside, 10th race, top of the stretch. Here they come. There they go, off and pacing. Little Miss Ava on the rail, right alongside Pacific Delight is second, third into the turn. Catch a Few Rays from the outside. Maggie's Delight is now fourth. The getaway fifth, Bet the Tide. Hamac River Cruiser is sixth. Then it's She's in the Moment, and Plain Jane trails. On the backstretch for time one, Pacific Delight made the lead for Jill's Burial. Caught on the outside, Maggie's Delight may be in a whole heap of trouble. Third up the rail is Little Miss Ava as they arrive at the opening quarter. Maggie's Delight onto the lead. In line to Corey McPherson. Second, that is Pacific Delight. Then around the turn, Little Miss Ava third, 29 and 1/4. Catch a Few Rays in fourth. There goes Bet the Tide to the outside, fifth. Racing from sixth, that's Hamac River Cruiser. She's in the Moment, seventh. Plain Jane is eighth. They approach the opening half mile, led by Maggie's Delight halfway home. Backfield well in motion from the outside, and first up now to take over second. Bet the Tide. Pacific Delight in the pocket third, outside fourth. Hamac River Cruiser on the rail. That's Little Miss Ava fifth. From the outside six, She's in the Moment with Catch a Few Rays. Plain Jane the trailer, 1 minute and 1/5 for an opening half mile. They go to the backstretch for the final time, and they're chasing Maggie's Delight. Bet the Tide on the outside, getting closer. Third up the rail, Pacific Delight. Three high, She's in the Moment, coming on fourth. In between horses, Hamac River Cruiser fifth. Moving up for six is Plain Jane. 3/4 and 1:30 and three. They're three high going to the 7/8. In between horses, Bet the Tide the leader. Farthest out, She's in the Moment. On the cones, Maggie's Delight. And they're headed on home. Deep in the stretch now. Bet the Tide. She's in the Moment. Up the inside. Pacific Delight. Bet the Tide for Kenny Murphy. Pacific Delight came through late second. She's in the Moment third. 2 minutes, 3/5.
Well, what a gutsy effort from the four, Bet the Tide, and Kenny Murphy made that break and then was scratched and then head to qualifier there in 59 and 1. Kenny Murphy was in the bike, 29 and 2 on the end of it. And they come first up here tonight, and they race just super as Maggie's Delight and Corey McPherson go to the front, 29 and 1 minute, 1/5, down in 3/4, 1:30 and 3. Murphy and the four, Bet the Tide, just kept on grinding, and they cleared down the stretch here to get to the lead. Sitting the pocket was the two, Pacific Delight and Barrio. They made their move up the pass lane, but not enough as Bet the Tide hangs on for the victory, and Pacific Delight with another second place finish. That makes 6 in a row for her in the bridesmaid column. So it is Bet the Tide here in the 10th at Red Shores.
Bet the Tide arriving at the 10th race winner's circle. Bay Pacing Filly 3 by Better's Delight. From the Estrellos Dam, Sun and Sand. Owned by Ian Smith and Reg McPherson of Stratford, trained by Kevin McLean. Kenny Murphy in the driver's seat for the win. Time of the mile in 2 minutes and 3/5. Bet the Tide in the 10th.